Let's talk about the new Greubel Forsey watch. Welcome back everyone to another episode, and today we are going to talk about the new Greubel Forsey GMT Balancier Convexe, a watch that was just released at this year's edition of Geneva Watch Days. And I did have the pleasure of checking it out, putting it on my wrist, and let me tell you, I was amazed, stunned to say the least. This watch is so amazing that I actually didn't know that something like this could actually exist. The watch itself is very special, not only because it's priced in the range above 300K, but it's also a quite big watch with a case diameter of 46.5 millimeters. Due to the fact that the case is made out of titanium and the convex shape of the case itself, it feels like the watch is hugging the wrist. And this is something that honestly, I personally really like, because watches have to feel good on the wrist. And therefore, if you have the budget for a piece like this, then obviously it shouldn't be like a stone on your wrist. But that's not all that is cool about this particular watch. The watch is an actual piece of art or even architecture, if you put into context what they managed to achieve with the whole watch and with the space they were given actually. So we have a GMT function at 9 o'clock that can be operated with the pusher at 10 o'clock. Then we have a seconds disc at 5 o'clock telling you the seconds. And then obviously between 6 and 8, we have this beautiful 30-degree inclined balance wheel, something that Greubel Forsey is known for. But that's not all. We have this globe that we see at first glance when looking at the watch. And this is just amazing because the globe not only rotates in a 24-hour cycle, same as the Earth does, it actually mimics the different time zones that are displayed on the back of the watch. And therefore you always have a sense of what time it is if you look at the globe at a place that you personally like. That being said, this watch is limited to 66 pieces over the next couple of years, and it is a special watch to say the least. The watch itself is also 100-meter water resistant, which I find amazing that they were able to put this in there as well, just as a feature to have. What stunned me the most was the whole art and architecture of the watch itself. If you take a look at the dial, you will see that all this space was made up with 3 dimensions in mind. And the cool thing about it is that inside the case, so inside the dial, the edges are mirror polished, so that looking into the watch makes for even a huger space to look at. And this is something that I really enjoyed when looking at this piece. However, the cool thing about this watch definitely is the globe, the inclined balance wheel, and the fact that this whole space of the dial is so 3-dimensional that you can really get lost in it when looking at it. This was my short take on the new Greubel Forsey GMT Balancier Convexe, and let me tell you, this is something that I personally would definitely put on my wish list if it would ever be possible. Because the watch itself felt so amazing on the wrist. The shape was fantastically crafted. The materials, the finishing, everything perfect. That being said, this is all for this video. You will find the links to the watch down below. See you in the next episode. As usual, if you feel like it, put a thumbs up.